Hi, this is an introduction to the writing tool called Snapshots that you read about in Laura Harper's essay called The Writer's Toolbox. We will eventually get to all these tools, but for today, I'd like to focus on Snapshots, which is the first tool in the Writer's Toolbox. With Snapshots, you zoom into and out from sensory details. When using the Snapshots tool, the key is to think about your scene cinematically, like a film. You are the director of your written movie, and you control the scene. So imagine you have a camera, and you've set up your scene with a big wide shot of, say, a baseball field. You can see everything. The green field mowed into a perfect crisscross pattern. The crowd that looks like confetti from a distance. The cityscape beyond. You notice all this stuff and more in a single glance. Then, imagine panning in on a little detail in the scene. The pristine white jersey of the batter. The guy selling popcorn, who all of a sudden can't remember how to make change. The yellow, bulbous popcorn itself. Think of how many objects, people, foods, things you can see as you sit taking in the whole scene. Snapshots help you notice, name, and describe these objects. You can do the same thing with the other senses. At first, you hear nothing but the crowd. Your ears become focused, and you zoom in on the sound of a baby crying. You smell popcorn and peanuts, nachos and beer. You feel a bead of sweat trickling down from your hair. And the concrete ground of the stadium shakes a bit under your feet. You get the idea. Snapshots are an excellent tool to use in conjunction with the photo reflection essay you're writing this week. For your photo reflection, you will choose a photo of yourself that has a story to tell. You will describe what you see in the photo, as well as the events leading up to and following the moment the photo was taken. I am writing my photo reflection about this picture of me and my son swimming in Oak Creek in Sedona. I'll take you through the process of using the concept of snapshots to discover ideas to write about. The idea generating phase of the writing process is sometimes called invention, and that's the name I tend to use in this class. Snapshots are an excellent tool for invention. Let's start by zooming into the background of the photo. Above us loom the dusty red, rocky spires of Sedona, a majestic, natural cathedral with hints of trees below. It is a hot, dry Arizona day, and the sun is unrelenting. Below us is Oak Creek Canyon. Oak Creek is a spectacular display of contrasts. The spiky hot red stones above, the silky, cool, dark water below. We are surrounded by the chatter of voices, screaming kids, and splashing water. There is a charged energy of fun and frivolity. I can smell barbecue wafting from the nearby park and the coconut suntan lotion on the kids playing nearby. This swimming hole is clearly a gym, but it is definitely not a hidden gym. We have been hoarding this spot where Sam's feet can touch the ground longer than etiquette would allow. But, as my son Sam keeps saying when we suggest we should find another spot, I'm not done. Sam is soaking wet. He's been working on swimming underwater at his grandparents' house. I am so proud of him. But I'm also nervous because swimming in a pool is very different than swimming in a creek. He has on his goggles. I wonder what underwater looks like here at the swimming hole. Can I borrow your goggles for a minute, I ask? No, he says. I'm not done, and I gotta keep my eyes open. I'll just have to imagine the red and turquoise swirls of color under the water at Oak Creek. I bought this floaty thing because last time we were here, Chris swam Sam out into the deep waters, and I had to force myself to watch while I wondered, could I save them if something happens to them? Of course I would prioritize Sam. Sorry, Chris. But this time, if Chris gets any wild ideas, he can bring the floaty with him. I love having an excuse to wear one of my many big dorky hats. It is fun to hide from the sun while still enjoying it. My damp sarong has started warming up in the sun when Sam suddenly splashes me, creating a new chilly damp spot. The stone is grainy and smooth. It has soaked up sun all day. It takes less than a minute for splashes of water to get dry. My legs are getting hot against the warm stone. It's almost time to jump back into the cool water. Here I come, I holler as I fling off the sarong and jump back in. Starting with a photo is a good way to practice using snapshots, zooming into and out from visual details. As you practice it, also try to remember other sensory details like taste, touch, smell, and sound. As you take the time to engage with your photo, narrative details may also emerge from your memory. Anything that comes up during the invention process is fair game for your photo reflection. This process can keep going and going as long as you need in order to generate enough content for your reflection. Now what? Head back to Moodle and check the recommended pacing schedule to see what to do next.